But first, tensions ran high at a Tuscaloosa County School Board meeting today. The focus was on Holt High School and problems with its graduation rate.
Some residents are saying more needs to be done, and WVUA's Travis Leader was there when both sides weighed in on the issue.
We have spent hundreds of thousands of dollars to help these students. We've lost another generation, gentlemen, and you know what? You ought to hang your head in shame.
The numbers don't lie. Holt High School is not meeting adequate yearly progress goals.
Of the 300 high schools in the state of Alabama, Holt High School is fourth from the bottom. Gentlemen, this is not accepting mediocrity, this is accepting failure.
Both Tuscaloosa County residents and school leaders agree student achievement must improve.
Yes, the graduation rate is an issue. It certainly is. There's no question about it. Any child who does not graduate from high school, that is an issue, and that is certainly a goal that we have, all have, is to see them succeed, but also to graduate.
How to reach that goal is up for debate. Superintendent Dr. Frank Costanzo says the school system is already meeting some expectations.
This system has already met some of the benchmarks that are even required in 2014. I don't think you would label that failing, or you would say we were the worst.
But board member Joe Boatler spoke as a citizen during public comments and challenged the school board.
When you accept excuses, you quit looking for solutions. My expectations are obviously different from yours.
Reporting in Tuscaloosa, Travis Leader, WVUA News.
School board members are also talking about parent involvement. In fact, Dr. Costanzo says studies show parental involvement leads to better performance in the classroom.
State mental health leaders are speaking out about changes coming to the Partlow Developmental Center. Commissioner Zelia Bow told us she has recommended closing Partlow. Bow says one of the new living arrangements would improve a patient's quality of life, and closing Partlow would save Alabama taxpayers thousands of dollars per year.
For an individual to stay in a bed at Partlow for 1 year, it costs the state of Alabama taxpayers approximately $282,000 for that one patient to stay in a bed at Partlow. We can provide the same level of care in the community for approximately $100,000 a year. So it's a savings of approximately $182,000 a year.
And Partlow is set to close in November, and some 400 employees will lose their jobs.
Tonight's your chance to share your April storm story and also help plan for the future. It's all part of Governor Bentley's Tornado Recovery Action Council of Alabama, also called TRAC. They're hosting a community forum in Tuscaloosa for survivors to share their stories. Organizers say they'd like to learn from your experience as they make recommendations for building a better Alabama and also to prepare for future disasters. TRAC's Community Forum starts at 6:30. It's at Central High School's gymnasium. If you can't go tonight, you can still submit your story. You can do that at the TRAC Alabama website, and there's a shortcut there from our website, WVUATV.com. Click numbers and links.
Time is running out to apply for federal assistance to remove debris from properties in Tuscaloosa. The deadline is 1 week from today, Monday, September 26. City officials tell us owners of around 200 properties have yet to contact City Hall or FEMA for help removing debris. Robin Edgeworth with the City of Tuscaloosa says if owners do not apply for assistance, they run the risk of their property being condemned by the city.
If those 200 people that still have structures that haven't let us know their plans, if they can just call 311, we can talk them through the process and make sure that we know what's going on that property.
And Edwards says that you can pick up an application for assistance at City Hall, or as you just heard, you can call 311 for more information. Again, the deadline is next Monday, September 26.
The landscape of downtown Tuscaloosa is changing. In just a few weeks, the brand new federal courthouse will open its doors. Right now, the walls inside the new federal courthouse in downtown Tuscaloosa are bare, but soon they'll be covered with 16 murals showing the stories of local history. Artist Caleb O'Connor was commissioned to paint those pieces. O'Connor had a plan for all 16 paintings until a historic event that could not be overlooked, the tornadoes of April 27th. O'Connor says that to make the paintings as real as possible, he used local residents as subjects for the murals.
I decided to use as many local people as possible, and I thought that was interesting because this is a historical project, and most likely the most accurate part of it are going to be the documentation of the people here now.
Federal Judge Scott Kugler says the new courthouse is expected to open in December.
On your Education Watch, sharing your vision for Tuscaloosa City Schools. Just moments ago, school leaders kicked off the final listening tour at Northridge High School. School officials say it's an opportunity for parents to share their opinions and thoughts about the school system with new Superintendent Dr. Paul McKendrick. They are also seeking feedback from recent graduates from all 3 city high schools. This is a time to help leaders assess the areas of strength and the areas of opportunity for the schools. And if you are interested in participating, call Leslie Brewington at 759-3549.
Now the latest on missing Alabama teen Natalee Holloway. A hearing is set this week for her case. Dave Holloway, Natalee's father, has requested a Jefferson County court to declare his daughter dead. It's been 6 years since Natalee vanished while on a graduation trip to Aruba. She was last seen leaving a club with Joran Vandersloot. He remains the prime suspect in her disappearance. Her body has never been found. Holloway says it is his painful belief that Natalee is dead, and there's no evidence to suggest Natalee is alive. That hearing now set for Friday. Still, court officials say it could be months before a final decision is made.
An Alabama soldier has been killed while serving in Afghanistan. According to the U.S. Department of Defense, Staff Sergeant Michael W. Hosey of Birmingham died September 17th. Officials say Hosey died from injuries he received when insurgents attacked his unit using small arms fire. Hosey was assigned to the 3rd Battalion, 1st Special Forces Group Joint Base out of Washington State. He was 27 years old.
New problems for Alabama farmers. Some say they're facing a labor shortage because of the new immigration law. A federal judge has temporarily blocked enforcement of Alabama's law until she can decide if the legislation is constitutional. It would require farmers to use a federal database to make sure their workers are in the country legally. State agricultural officials say farmers are reporting Latino workers are leaving. Today, farmers and state lawmakers met in Coleman County to talk about the problem.